plays games with Jay.
And what is the truth?
And the answer is, I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, because he's not the mastermind.
I fucking knew it. I never believed him ever from the fucking start. God.
What? Is that really true? Kokichi was just messing with you. I never once said he was the mastermind.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
Yeah, that is what that would mean. Really? The guy who lies all the time lied? With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world. Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
You wanna know? I'll tell you. I'm a liar.
His deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly. But what about the exisals? If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how did he control them so easily? He just used Miyu's remote control, right?
Miyu's remote control? So the remote that Kokichi was using was made by Miyu?
Oh, you didn't know? Miyu not only invented the electro bomb and the electro hammer, she also made a remote control that could hijack any electronic device. Kokichi just slapped a receiver on each of the exisals and took them for a spin. Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that? Fairness has nothing to do with it. I offered up that info purely out of spite. Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game. Well, whatever. It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway. What's going on? It seems like they're actually fighting.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
Are we just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time? What were you trying to accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi, you fuck? Yeah, now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so frustrating.
You fuck. Then if he's not the mastermind, who is?
Why are you so certain there's even a mastermind to begin with?
What? What do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. But I wanna know, can you show?
The real mastermind is not Kokichi. Who could it be? I was thinking it was Junko Enoshima, but that can't be it. She's dead. We've never come into contact with her. If so, who's done this? Who planned this killing game?
Anyway, this conversation is falling off the rails. Let's get things back on track. This class trial is to figure out who the culprit is, not the mastermind. So yeah, get to talking. I agree. Before we worry about who the mastermind is or what my intent is, let's figure out the culprit.
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed to confirm the results?
You don't need to worry about that. Just leave the decision making to Monokuma. But you gotta run the class trial too, so no mistakes, okay? Are you trying to get me to do something? You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore. You're gonna participate in the class trial from here on out.
Huh?
So let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta use your brain too. This will be the final class trial. Me versus Monokuma.
You versus Monokuma?
When I play a game, I intend to win. But what's considered winning in this game? Beating the other players? No, beating the game's mastermind is the true victory. And that's how I'll win. That's why I decided to challenge Monokuma. If I can deceive Monokuma till the very end, then I'll be the winner. You're dragging us around like this just so you can win a game? What are you, someone?
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
Playing Secret Hitler? But since the outside world is in total ruin, this game is the only entertainment we have. At least I can enjoy this game to the fullest and feel good winning.
You really are a remnant of despair. Your way of thinking is just chaotic.
Remnant of despair? Whatevs. Let's just get this started.
He's not.
If the students from Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the win. I'm the win. Don't underestimate me. Or Shuichi and the others, for that matter.
What?
It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy. If you think they're gonna make this easy for you, you better think again! Whose side are you taking here? Side? Isn't it obvious? Monokuma joins your party. Yeah? Who invited you? Now let's join forces and unravel the truth behind this case.
Ah, yes, the 17th student.
Yeah!
Monokuma.
Well, we were going to do it anyway.
Let's just ignore Monokuma. His actions are always beyond comprehension.
Yeah, let's just focus on the case. Good idea, best friends. Hey, be quiet so we can ignore you. Now, where should we start? We've already established what Kokichi is after.
It's like when you book an escape room and then you get lumped in with a rando that's really annoying.
He's just gonna keep talking anyway, isn't he?
Has that happened to you?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I've definitely done like VR room experiences with group of random people, and it's fine. It's like getting on a ride at Disneyland or something.
Yeah,
with strangers. So.
Except you're paying like hundreds of dollars for it.
Yeah, I guess that's the biggest difference.
In my experience, whenever you learn a new fact, you learn something else along with it.
Yes, let's look for that.
You weren't up to it real fast. I guess you are both robots.
So another truth comes out. That piece of evidence makes more sense now. The evidence that I couldn't wrap my head around. What was the question?
If Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, what evidence needs to be analyzed again?
The murder video. Let's discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic press. Kokichi said that he filmed that video to prove he was not the victim. But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma, so what about that video? It's pretty strange to present evidence that condemns you after all.
And what kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
Maybe he crushed Kaito with the hydraulic press so the cause of death would be unknown? But if that were the only objective, there would be no need to film it. Discovering the crushed body would have been enough. No need to show us this film.
That's true. I guess you're starting to fit in after all. If you get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you. Huh? Really?
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show us the body being crushed.
No reason, really. That's just my twisted personality. I have damage tattooed on my forehead.
Oh my god. You're lying again, Kokichi. There's a method to your madness. If you want Monokuma to make a mistake, then showing us the video, it must have something to do with trying to fool Monokuma. Taking a video of the murder but keeping the victim's identity hidden? What does it show? What doesn't it show? Oh, okay.
What can't be identified even after watching the dead body footage?
Oh, whoops. I thought that was the... Nope. Where's the C? Oh, there it is.
7.
The victim. Huh? Is it even possible? No, that's a question for later. For now, we know that if you show the moment of Kaito's death, of course it would lead us to believe he died. Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim. And that might be exactly the mistake Kokichi was going for. Does that mean that the victims were switched?
Yeah, switched?
Then it was some other dead body that got crushed by the hydraulic press?
What?
Where would he even get another body?
There should be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body of a former victim.
If there was an unknown body, then we could guess the victim was switched. But too bad, switching the victims was impossible.
The footage showed the body being crushed. When in the footage would they have been able to switch the victim? And we already established that the footage was not doctored in any way. The camera doesn't have any editing function, just play, record, and pause.
Monokuma also said that no computer was used to edit the footage, remember?
Damn it, me and my big mouth.
Which means switching out the victim would not be possible. Also, if the victim was switched, that would mean Kaito is still alive. We already discussed this so many times. The chance of that happening is impossible.
It might be possible.
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible. We just haven't noticed it yet.
Oh? And what trick is that? See, you don't know, do you? I already said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. There's a way it could be done. So we can't give up just here. Or just give up here.
Can't all hear up just.
Can't here give
We
Shuichi.
can't shut.
Shuichi, what are you doing?
Oh.
Hey Shuichi, I'll think harder about this as well. So, can you confirm whether or not the victim switched places? If Kaito is alive or not? Maki. I don't like the thought that I killed Kaito. I don't want that.
Okay then, let's talk about the possibility that Maki will mention. Himiko, if you call her that again.
Yes, please.
We are best friends.
Oh, okay. Then let's all talk it over together.
Together.
Together forever. And don't forget, you're not alone.
I want this cutscene, but with that
No matter how long, now until the end of time. We're gonna wear you out. We'll be together when times are hard. You gotta rely on your and you be for sure that forever and a day, together and forevermore.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
We just cry. Jeez, you guys are a stubborn bunch. There's no trick.
That's probably another lie.
However, if the victims were switched, then that would mean the footage was altered. How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
If we could figure that out, maybe we'd know how they switched places.
I knew there was a trick to that video the whole time. Kokichi made it so it's 100% suspicious. He's a bitch.
A trick to that video? What could it be? What's suspicious about it? I don't know, that fucking lags?
There must be some trick to that video. That's what you all are gotta figure out.
There is no trick. Check, but there's no editing function in that camera. The placement of the camera seems suspicious to any of you? The filming angles seem unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito? Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press...
Thank God.
Kibo's onto something. Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second? Because when Kibo and I first investigated that hydraulic press...
Kibo... Roll! It gets so close.
Yeah, I know! Yeah. Yes, that's right. The hydraulic press kept lowering itself without stopping. But in that video... the hydraulic press stopped briefly, right before it crushed the body?
But why would it stop?
Why did the press stop? There's only one reason I can think of. Oh, okay. At least there's no time delay, so I'm just gonna hit everything. Nothing matters. Woo!
I mean, yes, if you babyfy all the mini games, then yes, I suppose they don't become a challenge.
Babyfy. Yeah. You're so mad that I've unlocked all these skills.
This one I don't care because this is whatever.
Yeah. Yo, the abracadabra.
Abracadabra is the bane of my existence.
Thank you, Himiko. The question is, why did the hydraulic press come to a stop? The fucking emergency stop button. That's a stop button, right? Oh god, fucking.
Well, there's no abracadabra and zero escape. Or great Ace Attorney.
The only way to stop the hydraulic press is the force stop button. An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which would have interfered with the safety function. But there'd be no way to stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the force stop button. When you say someone, you mean Kokichi, right? He was the only one there.
Actually, maybe I pressed it by accident. I don't really remember. So what of it? The press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can you? That's true. There's also the question of how the bodies got switched while the camera was rolling. I love being part of this. This is fun. That would have clearly been caught on camera.
While the camera was rolling. I see. It wasn't just the press that stopped.
Eh? Huh? What do you mean?
If you stopped something else at the same time you stopped the hydraulic press. Yes, I see it now. That's how the bodies were switched. If you stopped that, you could have swapped the bodies easily. Again.
You never looked into the casino version of this, did you?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You never looked into the casino version of this, did you?
Casino version of this? No.
Yeah, there are some mini games you haven't seen that you have now.
Would have had unlocked if I visited the casino again?
I mean, I think just at any point.
Gotcha.
There's, which one did you do? The salmon fishing one?
Salmon. I did the fishing one and just
Basically,
the slot
there's
machines.
a version of Psyche Taxi, and there's a version of that are casino games. They're like exactly the same.
Did they yield a lot of money, or was it still the slot machines?
Slot machines are still the best way. Consistently.
The culprit stopped the video camera at the same time as the hydraulic press. Then, while the camera was off, they switched the body under the hydraulic press. After the body was swapped, the press and the camera were started simultaneously. So it just looked like the press stopped for a moment.
That's what I've been saying this whole time. When did you ever say that? So they stopped at the same time. The camera position did seem odd to me. Tsumugi's voice is the Charmander, and then Himiko is Charmeleon, and then Monokuma is Charizard, I'm realizing. But now I get it. The trick wouldn't work unless it was set up there.
Yo, a black and white Charizard would fucking...
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be sick.
Split down the middle with the red eye.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That'd be great.
Huh? Why?
To get the trick we just described to work, the camera had to be set up precisely. Let's pin that down. Where was the camera set up? Like basically on top right here, right? On top of the fucking... What? Where is the camera set up? Oh, the fucking painting machine? No, it can't reach over, can it? Is it on top of this thing? But this is the painting machine. No. The angle was here. It was literally that.
Hold on, I think you might have. I think you just didn't do it exactly right the first time. Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I'll save you some time.
The video camera must have been set up somewhere around here to operate the camera.
You operate the press and the camera at the same time. You have to be near the switch.
Okay.
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle. If they were recording it like normal, they would have used a better angle.
And if it was recorded at such an odd angle, then that proves a trick was used.
Camera angles, huh? Looks like your cosplayer experience is finally useful. Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
There was a reason the camera was set up there, but also a reason for the height. When the press was stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct? That was intentional. The body is mostly hidden by the press, making the swap easier. The camera must have been placed at such a high position so it would produce that angle.
I wonder if they use that tripod in the hangar to adjust the camera's height.
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez, that place is like a 4D pocket. You don't get to make that reference.
Then, that logic is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle trick and switched the victim in the hydraulic press. In that case, Kaito is...
Before he was crushed by the press, he was swapped with a different body. So Kaito's still alive.
Well, wait, just a minute.
What? But I just summed it up so nicely and cool.
Easy there, Charmeleon.
At least I'm Charmeleon.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned. What are you talking about?
The bodies from the other cases. Kokichi's the mastermind, so he... Yeah, wait, the mastermind?
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind, so... I don't think he'd be able to produce a body to switch out. What? Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be reused?
Very well, I'll answer that.
You're giving in pretty easily.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair. This discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
You're a convenient mastermind, but I guess it makes defeating you worth my time.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body... That is impossible! All the dead bodies have already been thrown away! Thrown away?
The other bodies are gone? Then who did Kaito switch places with? Kokichi and Kaito were the only ones in the hangar at the time. If they were the only ones present during the body swapping trick, then the real victim was... If it wasn't an old body, it could only be... What's wrong, Shuichi? Who did Kaito switch places with? Maki, I think I missed something very important here. Something important? If I have the timeline right, there were only 2 people in the hangar at that time. Which means that something had to have been decided before. I have to pin that down. I can't let anything escape me this time. How were the body swapped with only 2 people in the hangar? Nope. Nope.
Just try random shit.
Victim was a C, damn it. I didn't see any C's, fuck. Where's the C? I need a TI. I got the TIMs right here. C. T. No, that's a V. Where'd the I go? Fuck. I. M. Victim. Victim. Helped. Where's L? Oh no, I thought that was E. E's over there. And then D. Wait, D. I didn't. Is that D? Yes, it is. Okay. I can't believe I overlooked this. What do you mean? There were only 2 people in the hangar at the time the bodies were swapped. Which means they were working together.
Huh? Working together?
The only 2 people involved in the swap were the victim and the culprit. The culprit was operating the camera and the hydraulic press while the victim lay inside. If they switched places while the press and the camera were stopped, then the person who turned the camera and the press back on was the original victim. To put it simply, both people operated the press and the camera at different times. Or different time, yeah. An impossible trick unless the victim and the culprit agreed to cooperate beforehand.
The victim and culprit cooperated? Is that even possible?
It sounds bizarre, but perhaps that was the whole point. Commit a crime that was so confusing even Monokuma would be tricked.
Jeez, this culprit's a real jerk. So, have you realized who done it yet?
The culprit of the case. If my detective work hasn't failed me, the culprit is inside that exit cell. It can only be them. The apparent victim we saw in the video was Kaito, which means Kokichi was operating the hydraulic press and camera at first. If the two of them switched while the press was stopped, then the culprit who started the hydraulic press again and crushed Kokichi must be Kaito. Oh boy, I have a feeling I already know what the reasoning is. So the person inside that exit cell isn't Kokichi. It has to be Kaito.
What did you say? So the culprit for this case is Kaito Momota. That is what the ultimate detective has deduced, right?
Kaito is the culprit? What? You're joking, right? You can't be serious.
I don't want to believe it either, but it's the only way any of this makes sense. My detective work has led me to the conclusion that Kaito is the culprit. Is that true? Is Kaito really in there?
Hey, answer us. If you really are Kaito, then...
I'm the culprit. Huh? There's just no way that Kaito can still be alive. Because I'm the culprit.
Wait, you? But didn't you say...
I saw with my own eyes. Kokichi drank the antidote that he stole from Kaito. There's no doubt Kaito died, and he died because of my poison arrow.
But you told us you didn't want to kill Kaito and...
Yeah.
Yes, I never wanted to. I wanted to believe that I didn't kill him. But the truth speaks differently. In the end, I was just running away from the facts.
Huh? I don't understand.
Maki, are you trying to protect Kaito? If he's the culprit, you're trying to help him get away? Get him away? Get away? Sorry, wow.
Trying to get him away, give away,
Give him away.
Get down
I'm
tonight.
tired, man. We've been at this for so long. There was only one antidote, so it's more likely he died from my poison arrow. This is the truth.
It's not decided yet. I could have still killed him with a hydraulic press. Either way, those are the two options. Monokuma knows the answer, right?
Huh? Are those the only options?
I guess that's how things turned out.
No, that can't be. The person in the exit cell is... It's not Kaito. I saw Kokichi drink the antidote. There's no mistake. Kaito is dead. I killed Kaito. There's absolutely no doubt. That's the truth. I thought so. Maki's trying to protect Kaito. I understand how she feels, but if Kaito is the culprit, why did he agree to Kokichi's plan? I can't imagine that Kaito would do something so selfish. There must be a reason for it. I truly believe that. But I have to get to the bottom of this before I can uncover the truth. But Maki, you don't know for certain that Kokichi drank the antidote. What? You saw him drink it right in front of you, but you couldn't confirm he actually did it. So maybe there's another possibility. What are you talking about? Impossible. That's impossible. There's no other possibility. I killed Kaito. Dancing time?
Dancing time. I killed Kaito. You're the one who's wrong, bitch. He died from my poison arrow.
Fuck.
There's no other possibility. What do you know, bitch? Bum, bum, bum. So you have rhythm? Or are you just watching the line? Did you do it with your eyes closed?
No, I'm not doing that right now.
Dun, 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 dun. You're so goddamn annoying. Doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you, this is the truth. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now.
Oh god.
I wanted to believe I didn't kill him.
Oh, I'm missing it.
But I
Oh
won't
god,
run
so
away.
fast.
Don't reveal the truth. Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene. I'm wearing a cool outfit. I look like Robin Hood, kind of like Assassin's Creed. For some reason, even though I've got a big knife and arrow, I also have a gun strapped to my thigh. Just in case. Why wouldn't I have just guns? I feel like that would be more effective instead of a random handgun on my thigh. So first, I'll shoot 5 arrows at you, and if I don't do that, then I'll throw my big knife, and then I guess I'll shoot you with my gun. That's the assassin's way. You know, in Assassin's Creed, they should just give you 5.
Pretended to drink the antidote.
Okay, you have 5 minutes.
Look, I'm still thinking about being on the boat.
I guess tomorrow we'll do a comic. Start with that. That'll be fun. Bye.